Hey everybody, it's XS Master X. Welcome back to another episode of Slife 3. In the last episode, I finished up episode 1. And in this episode, I'll be moving on to episode 2. I did wonder in the last episode whether I wanted to do the challenges, because as you see, I'm only 52% done according to the game. But I decided to go save those for the end of the Let's Play, and for a few reasons. However, this is actually my second take of recording this, and I kind of, because when I was saving the footage last time, the program stopped working. Actually, it's been doing that a lot recently. I can't actually listen to the game through the speakers now, because that's too much for the computer to handle, I suppose. Because every time I've tried before this today, the program stopped working as soon as I started the capture. Or like 30 seconds in or something. So I'm just having the game playing quietly through the TV speakers. Alright, so since I already started the episode and did a few jobs, I did use a reset code to reset one of the jobs, so I can just do that again. But one of them, I have to go back and do it in the jobs and challenges thing. It wasn't that hard to find in the overworld. And I can just play the opening cutscene with this. As you can see, the resetting the levels works a bit differently in this game. I tried opening up a new file and warping right to this level, but you can't do that. So I will be missing the journey to the first reconnaissance. Well, it's not really a reconnaissance job, but the first introduction job, and that little cut cinematic that kind of displays the level. But other than that, I'm not really missing anything. And that's not that important, but it still sucks that I have to cut it out.
At first, it seemed just like old times. The gang was back in action. But little by little, we learned that Murray's heart just wasn't in it. Without the Guru's permission to give up on his Dreamtime training, he'd never really feel comfortable returning to the gang. We knew we needed to help him out. So, we packed up our things, whipped up some quick disguises, and headed for the Australian outback. Along the way, Murray told us story after story about his teacher's amazing abilities. Apparently, this guru of his was capable of fantastic feats. He used the Dreamtime to blend perfectly into his surroundings, and even gain mental control over the weak-minded. If even half the stories were true, then this was a guy I just had to meet. Our gang needed to grow its ranks for a chance to get inside the Cooper Vault. And this guru, this outback mystic, was looking like the best recruit we could have ever asked for. However, when we finally arrived in the outback, it was a shock to find that things had changed. And the guru was nowhere to be seen.
So as you can see, we are now in Australia, looking for Murray's guru, blah blah blah. Now let us start the first job. Pretend I just walked over to it and we watched the cutscene and everything.
The miners have really torn this place up looking for opals. Watch your step, they're sure to get rough defending their claim.
My master spends most of his time up there in that cave, overlooking the valley and contemplating the depths of deepness. I really appreciate you breaking the news to him that I want to break off my training.
No problem, pal. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Anybody you call master must be a heck of a guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He'll get inside your head and freak you out 6 ways from Sunday.
Awesome.
I should mention that during my last recording, I did some grinding while waiting for my computer to boot up because I was taking a particularly long time due to the fact it had just been updated. And I had got enough money to buy the last of, well, I don't know. I had enough money to buy Bentley's Adrenaline Burst, Murray's Berserker Charge, and Sly's Knockout Dive. I thought Knockout Dive would be pretty useful.
Sorry, pal. This cave's empty. Got any other ideas where he might be?
Well, that's his hut. But he doesn't really hang out there on account of the smell.
The smell?
It's a long story. I had to apologize up and down for like a month before he'd speak to me again.
What did you do?
The unspeakable, Sly. The unspeakable.
Thanks for speaking of it. I'm headed for the hut.
So yeah, the knockout dive might not be quite as useful in this game because the flashlight guards are a lot easier to fight, so you don't have to kind of resort to that before they mercilessly hit you. And I usually prefer to run away from fights anyway rather than fighting, just because fighting's a lot of trouble. Unless I'm playing as Murray, of course. But yeah, I think it'd still be useful to have, as you already have it equipped. As far as I know, it's pretty much the same as it was in Slide 2. Like, I don't remember it being any different, so yeah. I don't think the voltage attack move is in this game, which is a shame, because I love making fun of that, the way Bentley said that.
This place is packed with wall hooks. The miners must use them to haul up their drills. Looks like you're going to get some rock climbing practice.
There is something pretty close, which we'll be getting later. I'll kind of explain that.
Sorry, Murray. Nobody's home. And by the looks of it, I'd say the guru was fighting someone or something off here. I'm starting to think the miners might have got to him.
You might be right. They'd come in and be all angry and yelling, and he'd be all peaceful, and they'd just get ticked. Then he'd try to find a middle way, and they'd just go crazy and smash everything up, and then haul him off.
Where do you think they might have taken him?
They got him! My master's a goner!
Maybe we should get Bentley on the line.
It's tough to say, but given the layout of the miners' camp, I'd venture a guess that they use that area with a high fence as a makeshift stockade.
Looks like there might be a way up using that cliff below. Shouldn't be a problem.
Just keep an eye out for that gyrocopter. I'm positive it's what gave away the guru's position.
Good tip. Thanks, pal.
I always assumed that Murray had like peed on the hut for some reason. I think that's what's supposed to be implied here, but I don't think there's any proof as to what he actually did. This is kind of what... I just think that's what you're supposed to think. Oh yeah, and watch out for the gyrocopter. It doesn't really do anything except drop dynamite on the guards at random intervals, but it will at least try to hit you sometimes. So be on guard for that with that. Plus, whenever it drops dynamite on the guards, all the other guards in the city will run over to where the dynamite dropped. The thing actually got gets pretty close
These
to hitting me
miners have no
sometimes.
respect for the Aboriginal sacred sites. They're drilling into everything. Ayers Rock, Kings Canyon, Wave Rock. The cultural insensitivity is sickening.
Well, the Sly Gang isn't exactly the masters of culture and sensitivity themselves, but I don't know.
You must be the guru. I'm a good friend of Murray's. He's come asking to be released from his training. Sure, I'll just bust you out of here and we'll go talk to him. You seriously won't leave without your gear? Yeah, I can see that the miners have really done a number on your land here. As for your walking staff and moonstone, me and my gang have a real talent for stealing back things that were wrongfully taken.
Yeah, that's kind of how the guru is. The gang can understand him, but we can't. And, oh god, no. There's a little slideshow that Bentley has after the job, and we're missing that.
The guru won't leave the stockade until he has his walking staff and his moonstone. He also insists that we purify Ayers Rock of all miners. Only then will the Dreamtime spirits be appeased, and the guru will be free to use his powers. Sly must have impressed him in their conversation, because now he is requesting that Murray and I meet with him individually. Something about judging our spiritual centers. I've discovered a passage through one of the miners' caves that should make getting up to the guru less difficult. He also mentioned that the miners had foolishly unearthed the Mask of Dark Earth. I guess it was his job to guard the thing, and now that it's out, bad things are sure to follow. Sounds like mumbo-jumbo to me, but we've encountered some unexplainable phenomena over the years, so I'm not gonna rule it out as a threat to our operation.
All because I'm going to take great lengths to avoid this from happening again by saving like multiple files. But yeah, for now, actually I might just like find it off from another Let's Play and insert it in the video. I could do that, but I don't know. Well, for now, let's go ahead and do the jobs around here. Alright, so basically Bentley's PowerPoint was they need to recover the... I can go ahead and buy this. Should I? Yeah. They need to recover the walking staff and a moonstone, and the guru wants to have a personal talk with Murray and Bentley. And then he'll kind of join their gang and help them do the various deeds that need to be done. Wow, I'm very surprised that guy did not see me. Alright, so what I just bought, the Spin Attack Level 2, is an upgraded version of the Spin Attack Level 1. And that is all I will say. No, I'm just kidding. You have to press the triangle twice to get the level 2 attacks. He spins for a bit longer, has a better range. I don't know, I don't think the spin attack is really useful. Like compared to the push and jump attacks. We haven't gotten the jump attack yet. But we will, don't worry. I think it's just mainly good for putting up like multiple enemies. Whereas the push attack is good for, well, pushing enemies. And the jump attack we'll get to later. Alright, so I'll be doing Dark Caves. Because that's what I did in the field recording for some reason.
After capturing the guru, the dingoes confiscated his magic walking staff and moonstone. Without these objects, the guru is powerless.
Given that we're dealing with miners, I bet they stashed the goods in one of the caves around here. It's a secure location with plenty of guys on duty to provide protection.
I agree. The most likely candidate is this mine shaft. It appears to have the highest number of workers coming in and out.
Good place to start. I'm on it.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. I think the gyrocopter drops dynamite like somewhat near your location whenever it happens to be overhead. But I
Those
really
caves
have
are gonna
problems.
be dark. Your optimizer
Yeah,
goggles will
no,
make
I'm not
navigation
using that.
easier.
Mainly because I don't have any. And because I can't expect everyone who watches the Let's Play to use them. That's the main reason.
If they're here, the Guru's items would be stashed at the far end of this cave.
Alright, so we have these drills that aren't really drilling anything, just kind of providing a place for spider wall. It's nice. Maybe they were here to drill out the cavern at first while it's just being established or something? I don't know. For some reason, I had a lot of trouble with this cave for the first time in history during my last recording session. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble jumping onto these stupid things. You just have to be kind of careful with them. This really isn't hard at all. I was just having bad luck.
I'm not into tearing up the environment or anything, but these caves are rich with opals. I can see why these miners are so driven.
So what I'm finding is you should probably just mash the circle button while you're approaching the drills, because the point where you can lock onto them is kind of weird. Anyways, here we are at a suspicious vault. Let us see what is inside. Presumably it's the moonstone. I was always bad at these. I try to do them fast and that never works out for me. I also tried this in real life and I actually managed to open one of the school lockers using this.
Time to take you back to your rightful owner.
That's kind of cool.
These miners are smarter than they look. They booby-trapped the moonstone. It looks like a light-sensitive detonator. If I can get it outside and into the sunlight, it should power down.
Okay, I guess light-sensitive detonators are a thing. I said a lot of the stuff in the last episode, and repeating it makes me feel dead inside. Maybe that's exaggerating. Alright, let's try out the spin attack. Ah! 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 Okay, if the guards to stop hitting me, that would be great. I mean, you're just video game enemies. What else are you supposed to do? And you will be pushed. Using the moves isn't really necessary, but it's kind of fun. And great, I wasted a lot of time there. Hopefully I can get out in time. I'm not gonna make it. Run, Sly, run! Run, Sly! Crap. Okay, so you can actually completely skip those guards, which is what I did that time. The only reason I fought them is because I forgot I was on a timer. I'm like, hey, they're here, why not? Anyways, we have gotten the
The
moonstone.
Guru's walking staff must be hidden in their other cave complex. I've marked the entrance in your binocular.
It's kind of funny, because in the last episode of Pokemon Leaf Green, I've uploaded as of right now. How do I get up there? I got the moonstone in that game, and now I have it in this game. There's a lot of moonstones in different video games. Go. Leave me alone, I don't want to get into a skirmish. How do you get up there? I'm pretty sure there's a really easy way to do it. I'm just Oh. Buzz off! Buzz off. I haven't heard that one in ages. Okay, I get that. That's how I just do it. You have fun down there. I'm laying here while all the guards outside are watching me enter and not taking any security measures. Wait, what? 90 drop frames? What is going on? Usually I have like 6 in the whole
These
video.
caves have no ambient light whatsoever. Fortunately, it seems the Guru's moonstone is providing enough illumination to let you see. Watch your step. These mine pits are deep.
I don't get it. My computer was working fine before yesterday, and now it's like having trouble running whatever, not Camtasia. Whatever this thing is called, Pinnacle Studio. It keeps crashing, and now it's dropping frames. So 90 probably isn't that many for 20 minutes, but it's still concerning because this has never happened before. And I'm like so agitated I'm not able to do this right. Maybe my computer's always kind of slow and I just turn it on. Maybe I need to like let it be a computer for a little bit before I use it.
I wonder what's so special about this staff.
Go have a snack or something.
Another booby trap for a stick? These guys are paranoid. And from the sound of it, they've called in reinforcements. Nothing like a horde of angry dingoes to make things a bit more interesting.
The fact that the miners put traps and like alarms and even like safes and lasers and stuff, all these security measures for like a stick and a stone that a random old guy was carrying, shows that they probably have some knowledge of like Australian Dreamtime magic and stuff. Bentley says this in a little presentation. This is actually really important, so hopefully I was able to edit that in. But the miners unearthed something called the Mask of Burgers, and presumably they did it on purpose, which would kind of make this make even more sense that they know about the Dreamtime legends and stuff. Okay, I'm running out of time. I'm not fighting all these. I keep forgetting I'm on a timer. Yeah. So apparently they unearthed the masks then, and they're not really doing anything with it. They're just kind of letting it run amok, and it's really hurting them more than it's helping them. So maybe they don't actually know anything, and they're just like super paranoid and put a stick in a booby trap in a safe. Anyways, that'll be all for this episode. Next time on Sly 3, hopefully the Pinnacle Studio will work alright, and I will do spelunking and the job that comes after that. See you guys then.